So this part A is 5 marks question, this one is 10 marks question, and part C is 15 marks question. So lease rent total we have to do, present value discount factor we have to do, the total of that is 3.7907. Here interest is 1,44,733 and capital payment is 5,96,064. Hello everyone, welcome to the revision material of Advanced Financial Accounting for second semester BCom. My name is Sri Devi, faculty, Department of Commerce, Vidyashram First Grade College, the Temple of Excellence, Mysuru. Before starting the revision session, let us see the question paper pattern. So in question paper pattern, you will be having part A, part B, and part C. So here in part 1 you have 5 marks questions. So there will be 6 5 marks questions. Out of that you have to attend 4 questions. And in part B it will be 10 marks questions. So there will be 4 10 marks questions. You have to attend any 3. And in part C there will be 3 15 marks questions and you have to attend any 2. So this part A is 5 marks question, this one is 10 marks question, and part C is 15 marks question. Okay, let us go to part A. So here I have listed some important questions. So let us see them one by one. So first we will take the theory question. So what do you mean by single entry system of accounting? State 3 merits of single entry system. So this is the first question for 5 marks. So what you have to do here, you have to write the meaning of single entry system. This I already discussed in the unit 1 of conversion of single entry into double entry system. So first what you have to do, you have to write the meaning. So single entry system means it is a system of accounting which do not follow the strict rules of double entry system and maintain only the essential records. So and that after that what you have to write? You have to write the merits of single entry system. Next, let us go to the second question. What is hire purchase system? State its features. So what you have to do, you have to write the meaning of hire purchase system and the features of those. Next question is write a note on minimum rent and short working. So minimum rent you have to write and also short working meaning you have to write. That is, you have to write the short note on those two. And next question is briefly explain the types of commissions payable by consignor. Types of commission are, first one is ordinary commission, second one is del grader commission, and third one is overriding commission or special commission. You have to write about that. And next question is what are operating lease and finance lease? So it is already given here, operating lease and finance lease meanings. Next, what is account sale? Prepare account sale with imaginary figure. So what you have to write? First you have to write the meaning of account sales. After that you have to write the specimen of account sales with the imaginary figure. Okay, now let us move to the 10 marks question. So it will come in part B. So I already told you there will be 4 10 marks questions. Out of that you have to write any 3. So let us see the first question. So first question is about the lease. So calculate the PV of lease payment and lease liability. So here we have to calculate present value of lease payment as well as lease liability. So it is given here, lease period is 5 years. Lease rent, it is 2,40,000 payable at the end of each year. Future value is given, it is 10 lakh. Residual value is 40,000. Interest rate is 10% and present value of discount factor is also 10%. So here they already calculated the discount factor. So no need to calculate the PV. It is already given for 1 to 5 years. So we have to take that into consideration. Okay, now let us do the calculation of PV of lease payment. So year 1 to 5. After this lease rent, it is already given in the problem, that is 2,40,000 each year. The total will be 12 lakh and present value discount factor is 10%. It is already given in the problem. So no need to calculate. We will write as it is. And PV of payment, that is lease payment. So what is that? How to calculate lease rent into present value discount factor. So first one we have to multiply 2,40,000 into 0.9091, then we will get 2,18,184. Like that we have to multiply everything and we have to total here. So lease rent total we have to do, present value discount factor we have to do, the total of that is 3.7907, and also PV of payment, that is 9,09,768. So after that we have to do the lease payment calculation. So here what is the total lease payment, PV of lease payment, how to do? 2,40,000. So that is given in the problem, that is lease rent. 2,40,000 into 3.7907. So how did we get that 3.7907? So here this is the total of all PV factors. So then what we will get? 9,09,768. So the same thing whatever we got here. So next we have to calculate the cost of lease. So cost of lease, what is the formula is that of that? PV of future value minus residual value. So here future value is given in the problem, that is 10 lakh minus 40,000. So here PV of 9,60,000 we have to calculate, that is 9,60,000 into 0.6209. So where did we get this 0.6209? So that is the last PV, that is the 5th year's PV. How much is that? 0.6209. So whenever we multiply 9,60,000 into 0.6209, then we will get the cost of lease. Otherwise, we can do it in another method, that is, instead of doing this, cost of lease equal to PV of future value. That means instead of deducting the residual value, we have to calculate the PV of future value itself, that is 10 lakh into 0.6209. So cost of lease is 6,20,900. So next we have to calculate the lease liability. So if we are taking this, then we have to do the separate table by taking this value into consideration, or we can take this one, then it will be calculation will be different. That means we will do the first one, calculation of lease liability. So we have to put this table year 1 to 5, lease liability at the beginning. So where is that? This one, if you are taking this value into consideration, we have to start from that, that is 5,96,064. After that PV of lease rent we have to write. So where did we get that? That is in the first table, PV of payment, that we have to write. After that interest. So interest is 0.10. So interest on this one, on the lease liability we have to take. Next capital payment. Capital payment is present value of lease liability minus, present value of lease rent minus interest. So that means 2,18,184 minus interest, that is 59,606. Then we will get the lease liability, that is 4,37,486. So after calculating everything, we have to total this one, that is 9,09,768 we will get. Here interest is 1,44,733 and capital payment is 5,96,064. So when we take this value into consideration, or if we are doing in this method, we have to take this value into consideration, that is 6,20,900. So here we have to take this one, 6,20,900. After that all the method will be same, and this value we have to take here. Again this value will be here and this value will be here, and that 16,000 will be 16,407 will be here. So if we do with the first answer, then total should be equal. That means here this first, if you are taking this value into consideration, here 5,96,064 is that there, no, that capital payment should be equal to that. Otherwise if you are taking the second method, then also it should match the second one. Now let us go to the second question, that is SVS Motors Limited sold a motor car on installment basis to Arvind on 1st January 2021. The cash price was 29,800. So what is the cash price? It is 29,800. 8,000 was to be paid on delivery and balanced in 3 installments, that is 8,000 each. So they only given here what is the installment, that is 8,000 each at the end of the each year. SVS Motors Limited charged interest at the rate of 5%. So what is the rate of interest? That is 5%. Prepare SVS Motors account, interest suspense account in the books of Arvind. He depreciates the asset at 10% per annum on reducing balance method. So what is this? This is problem on installment. So SVS Motor Limited sold means who is the installment seller? That is SVS Motor Limited. And who is the installment buyer? That is Arvind. So what did they say? We have to prepare SVS Motor Limited account and interest suspense account in the books of Arvind. Arvind means the installment buyer. So let us solve the problem now. So we have to see in whose books we are going to do these accounts. It is on Arvind. Buyer is Arvind. Seller is SVS Motor Limited. So cash price is given 29,800. Down payment is 8,000. Total interest. So now we have to calculate the total interest because interest suspense account is given. What do you mean by interest suspense? What is the amount of interest suspense account? So all years total interest will be taken into consideration in installment suspense account. That is total interest we have to calculate. How to calculate the total interest? Installment price minus cash price. So installment price means what? 8,000. What is this 8,000? Every installment he has to pay 8,000, right? That is 8,000. So how many installments are there? 3. So it will be 24,000. For that we have to add down payment. How much is the down payment? 8,000. Then we will get 32,000. So after that, after getting the installment price, we have to deduct the cash price. That is installment price is 32,000. Cash price is 29,800. So we will get 2,200. This is the total interest for 3 years. So which amount will go to interest suspense account? That is 2,200. It is for 3 years. What we have to do now? We have to calculate the interest for each installment. So for that we will do the table, that is calculation of interest. So here there are 3 years, 2021, 2022, 2023. Here cash price is given. So we have to start from the first year. So here 29,800 is the cash price. From that we have to deduct the down payment. So how much is that? 21,800. So here 29,800 is given. What is that? Cash price. From that we have to deduct the down payment. So how much we will get? 21,800. How much is the percentage? Percentage is 5. So what is the interest for first year? That is 1,090. Then we have to calculate the cash price paid or principal. So 8,000 is the installment price. From that we have to deduct the interest of first year. Then we will get 6,910. That is the cash price. Whenever it comes to second year, so here we have to write the second installment price. So from this, that is from 21,800, that is the total installment of last year. From that we have to deduct this one, cash price paid in first year. Then we will get 14,890. So percentage is 5%. So what is second year's interest? That is 745. So then how much we will get? 7,255. Whenever it comes to third year, we should not calculate like this because the total interest should be 2,200. So what we have to do? 2,200. It is the total interest. From that we have to deduct 2 years interest. That is 1,090 and 745. Then we will get 365. This is the third year's interest. So here, next what we have to do? We have to do in the books of Arvind, we have to do SVS Motors account. So these are journal entries we already studied. So first one is for buying the motor car. After that, first year's interest we already calculated, that is 1,90,000. This is for down payment, another one is for payment of installment. So balance will be 14,890. That balance will be brought down here in second year, and this is the second year's interest. Again, we have to write here the installment amount, because every year we have to pay the installment. After that, we have to brought down the balance. Balance is here 7,635, and next is interest. Interest will be 365. So we already calculated in the table and we are going to write it here. So total should be 8,000. So next one is interest suspense account. So we have to write here first to SVS Motor Limited account. That is total interest. It is 2,200. In that first year interest is 1,090 and balance will be 1,110. So whenever it comes to second year, we have to write the balance, second year interest, and again in the third year, we have to write the third year interest here, and it should be, and here balance is 365. So that means this balance we wrote it here, and third year interest will be 365. That means it's tallied. So here whenever we are writing, there should not be any balance at the end of the third year. Now let us do the next question. Mrs. Tulsi wrote a book on financial management and got it published by Sapna Publishers. They agreed to pay royalty of 12% on sale proceeds with a minimum rent of rupees 50,000 per annum and the right to recoup short working in first 3 years, they said. So when they can recoup the short working in the first 3 years. So years are given, numbers of copies sold is given, selling price is given. So what we have to do here, we have to prepare royalty account, author's account, short working accounts in the books of publisher. So here who is the publisher? Publisher is Swarna Publishers. So we have to write, or we have to do these accounts or prepare these accounts in the books of Swapna Publishers. Let us see the analytical table. So years you have to write, that is 22, 23, 24. Number of copies sold, it is already given in the problem, 1,800, 3,000, 3,600. Next, selling price per copy. For first year, 125, next 150, next one is 150. Next, sales. So sales will be 1,800 into 125, that is 2,25,000. For second year, 3,000 into 150, that is 4,50,000. And for third year, 3,600 into 150, that is 5,40,000. Next, minimum rent is already given in the problem, so we will write it. Next, royalty. What did they say? Royalty is how much? 12%. So 12% means sales into 0.12, that is 2,25,000 into 0.12, that is 27,000. For second year 54,000 and for third year it is 64,800. Short working recouped. Next let us see the short working. Short working means what? Minimum rent minus royalty. So here minimum rent is 50,000. Royalty is 27,000. That means what? There is a short working. So how much is the short working? 23,000. That means royalty is lesser than the minimum rent. So it is a short working. We have to write it. So second year, is there any short working? No. Third year? No. Next, recouped. So first year we cannot recoup this short working because there is short working is there and there is no amount to pay. But here, second year, how much is short working recouped? Short working recouped is 4,000. How 4,000? Because here it is 50,000 and royalty payment is 54,000. So how much excess we have? 4,000. That we have to write. And next year, how much we can recoup? Here 20 out of 24,000, how much did we recoup? That is 4,000. Here let us see how much we can recoup. 50,000 is the minimum rent. Royalty is 64,800. That means 14,800 excess money is there. So how much 19,000 required, but how much we can recoup? We can recoup only 14,800. So that means how much short working is not recouped? That is 4,200. See, 23,000 was the short working. First year, how much it is recouped? 4,000. That means 19,000. So next year, how much we can recoup? 14,800. That means how much is left? 4,200 is left. That is the short working not recouped. That is 4,200. Next, amount paid. So how much amount we have to pay? For first year, minimum rent we have to pay. Second year, we have to pay the 50,000, and third year also we have to pay 50,000. Next, we have to open the royalty account. We already discussed in the class. So here we can write the production account or the P&L account. So like we have, please go through the journal entries and the problems and solution, whatever we did it in the royalty account, and according to that prepare the royalty account. And also we have to do the author's account and short working account. These are the accounts we have to open. So next, let us go to hire purchases problem. So Mr. Ravi purchased a car from SS Motors on 1/1/24 under the hire purchase system under credit purchase method, terms being cost price of the car is 8,80,000, advance payable on the date of agreement is 2,20,000, balance is payable in 4 equal installment of 2,30,000 each at the end of each year, interest charged by the vendor is 15%, Mr. Ravi depreciated the car at 10% on written down value method, prepare car account, SS Motors account in the books of Ravi. So what we have to do? We have to prepare the analytical table for this hire purchase system problem. So this is the problem on hire purchase system. So for that, what we have to do in the books of Ravi, we have to prepare the analytical table. So here we have to write the years, next cash price due at the beginning, like installment, next interest, next cash price, next cash price due at the end. So here beginning, how much was the cash price? 8,80,000. Installment is 2,20,000. See, it is given here. That is the advance paid. That is down payment. This is the down payment made. Next, interest at the beginning of the year. This is the information of beginning of the year. We should not write that interest, because at the beginning of the year we are not going to pay the interest. Next, cash price paid. That is installment minus interest, that is 2,20,000. Next, cash due at the end of the year is 6,60,000. How did we get that 6,60,000? That is 8,80,000 is the cash price at the beginning of the year, and what is the down payment we made? 2,20,000, and this 6,60,000 is the amount due at the end. Let us do it at the end of the year. So how much is the amount due? 6,60,000. Installment, every year it is given in the problem how much installment we have to pay. 2,30,000. 2,30,000 every year we have to write. Next, interest. Interest, how to calculate? Cash price into 0.15, that means 15%. Next, cash price paid, that means installment minus interest, and then we will get the cash price due at the end of the year. So write all the years cash price at the beginning. That means this will come here, this will come here, this will come here, and this will come here. After that, write all the installment, that is 2,30,000, 2,30,000, 2,30,000 and 2,30,000, and this is the cash payment. After that, calculate the interest and write the total of this. After that, cash price paid, you will get, when you deduct the interest from the installment and cash price given, this table you have to write. We already did it in detail in our sessions. So next, after this, we have to do the car account, SS Motors account. So car account and SS Motors account, this is the continuation. So like this, we have to solve the problem on hire purchase system. This is all for today's session. We will solve more question and answers in the next session, that is in the second session. That's all for today. Thank you.